What's up, everybody? This is A Force of Nature, Spiritual Awakening, and today I will be discussing Saturn in the 10th house. Okay, now this was a request that somebody wanted me to do, and I am honoring this request today. I also have a ex with this placement, so I do know this placement quite well. But now, first, we're going to break down Saturn and what Saturn is all about. So, now Saturn is the planet of being very much karmic. This is a karmic planet. And what it does is it delays things, puts limitations, restrictions on things to you until later on in life. Because what Saturn wants to do is Saturn wants you to learn some hardcore life lessons, okay, that really stemmed from your past life. But now you come into this life with these hard ass lessons to learn. But the great news about Saturn is that once your Saturn returns, which is going to be about the age of 30 to 35, this is going to be the area that you're going to be able to master in your life because you overcome all the life lessons, okay? So now Saturn is about authority. It has to do with order, discipline, structure, doing things in that kind of way. So now the 10th house. The 10th house is very much linked to Saturn because it's ruled by Capricorn and Capricorn is ruled by Saturn. So in this placement, Saturn is going to be in its home front, in its home place. The 10th house has to do with your father and the way that he raised you, the way you perceived him to have raised you, the way that you looked at him, the way that you acknowledged him. And even if it wasn't your actual father, it's definitely going to represent a male figure in an authority kind of way that was placed in your life and surrounded by you. Okay? So now the 10th house also has to do with your reputation, your legacy, your public life, your status. It has to do with your professions and just obtaining status in this world where people are recognizing you for your recognition. All right. And it also has to do with fame as far as in the world. So now we're going to jump right into this today. Saturn in the 12th house, men and women. These men and women are very, extremely hard-working men and women. Your life and your work are ruled by the male principles and fathering rules. These men and women have a high standard and can experience enormous pressure to excel in this lifetime. These men and women, their parents could have been rather strict, kind of controlling, uh, or whoever the authority figure was around them. So it could have been their parents ran a tight ship. Their parents were very much structured. They had a lot going on as far as how they wanted you to move. Your movements probably were very much restricted, and you wasn't able to probably do exactly what you wanted to do. Okay, you are the reliable and independent type of men and women with attributes of perfect organization and business sense. So these men and women are going to be excellent in organizing things, being a businessman, a woman, being a manager, being a GM of a company. These men and women know how to do this, okay? And on top of that, these men and women are very philosophical and scientific. So now, in their past life, these men and women had great power and control. They was running the show, okay? You men and women, y'all was running the show. Y'all was the ones that showed up in that kind of way. But what you did in your past life was you abused your powers. Okay, you could have abused your powers for wicked shit. Okay, even though you had the control and the power, you just probably did things that you should not have done. Okay, so now in this lifetime, Saturn is going to give you life lessons in this area so that you will not abuse your powers again. Okay, so what Saturn's going to do is also release the powers back into your hands, but he's going to delay the control and the power um, early on. He's going to restrict that to you early on so that after you learn that power and control comes with an aura. It comes with a principle. It comes with a price. And you need to cherish it and acknowledge it for this is a gift instead of abusing it for this is just what it is and I'm gonna do what the fuck I want to do. Okay, so this is your life lesson. However, you're going to be able to master and perfect this area any damn way, but you're gonna go through some hard times in your life. It's not gonna be easy for these men and women, not one fucking bit, because what's gonna happen in this placement is that they are going to have to work 10 times harder than everybody else just to make a dollar, just to make a dime, just to make sure they have a roof over their head, just to make sure they have something in their stomach, just to make sure that they are fully okay and content in this life. They're going to have to work 10 times harder than everybody else. So where everybody else seems to be getting it and they're living comfortably, these men and women are getting it, but they're not living as comfortable as they would like. Okay, but later on in life, once their Saturn returns, this energy is going to be released off of them. Okay, it's going to the grip is going to be off of you. The weight's not going to be on your shoulders as much. It's not going to feel unbearable. You're going to be able to master this area. Okay, these men and women can achieve their goals slowly but surely. They will succeed in being successful. Success in life will be delayed until later on in life. Okay, you have to work 10 times harder to reach your goals and high positions and recognitions in this lifetime. Okay, these men and women are going to be recognized in their communities. They're going to be recognized even out into the world even. Okay, that can definitely be a scenario where they can be recognized for their great works, for their hard work and dedication. Their time that they invested can go with high positions and high recognition. Okay, but that will definitely be later on in life. Okay, now later in life you will find yourself in leadership positions, being acknowledged for your great potential, your great works, your great efforts. Okay, these men and women do have a controlling nature, and they fear unexpected and unforeseen change in their life. This is a deep rooted fear for these men and women. Okay, they do have a controlling nature. Okay, even them as being parents, they are those kind of parents that when they don't like shit, they letting you know they don't like it. They letting you know the path. This path is not clear for you. Okay, this is a no-no. You need to. They're very stern. They're very structured. They are serious as parents. They're serious about their kids because they love their children. They want the best for their kids. Okay. Now, as far as their father goes, now these men and women, actual father, could have been very strict, disciplined, hard working. Okay, if Saturn is badly afflicted, your father could have been missing or not around as much. So your father could have been around in the world, but not so much being proactive in your life. And that's if your Saturn is badly afflicted, if it has a lot of difficult aspects hitting it to your Saturn, that can definitely go on and take place. In addition, this can also be a love-hate relationship with your father, where you love your father because that's your father, but your father gets on your nerves quite often because He's annoying as hell. He's overbearing. You know what I'm saying? And it's just hard to get through to him at times. Okay? These men and women seek out achievement in the world. This is what you men and women seek out. You want to be the best. You want to be able to be in high positions of leadership. Okay? You can be hard. Okay? To figure out what you want to do in this world. You can have a difficult time with really pinpointing what it is that you want to do, finding your niche. Okay, but what ends up happening with these men and women is that once they find their niche, they are going to perfect it. And to be completely honest, with this placement, Saturn in the 10th house, these are the type of men and women when they are seeking out a job, they will go online and fill out uh, 12 applications at once, 15, 20. They can be driving, especially back in the days. These are the kind of people that will be driving down a block, get to a strip where it's a whole bunch of businesses, and they will go into damn near every single one of those goddamn places to get a job because in their mind, if I fill out 15 applications today, I know at least one of them motherfuckers is going to call me back. Or four of them is going to call me back. One of them is going to give me the job. This is how these men and women think. I know I got an ex with this placement and I know what the fuck I'm talking about. These men and women are go-getters and this is the shit they do. They do shit like that. Yes, they do. Also, you do need to check out for the sign placement for your Saturn and where it's placed in so you can see how everything is as a whole and how it's operating in the 10th house. Okay, so you need to see what sign the Saturn is in, and you need to see what sign is ruling over the 10th house so you can see how all of this is going to manifest and actually play out to its full fruition. Okay. However, this is pretty much just based on Saturn just being in the 10th house solely. All right. So now, you men and women will be respected in your careers and community, wanting to give back and may want to make a change in their community. Okay, these are these men and women. They want to see shit get done in that kind of way. When they see things going on and taking place in their communities, okay, these are the people that will step up. These are the people that will speak out. These are the people that want to see change. Will even contribute and start organizing things to make the damn change. Okay, they are about that. That's a beautiful trait to have. Another thing, these men and women can receive fame. Oh shit, these men and women can be famous. They can receive fame due to your hard work and dedication. Businessmen and women, these men and women would do excellent in being an entrepreneur, okay? Business careers, they are hustlers, okay? Either way, these men and women will have to put in the work and hours sun up to sundown. So whether they are in a large corporation, if they have a side hustle, if they are just out there selling drugs, let's say that. However, they're out here getting it, they're still going to have to put in that time and that work and that dedication. They're going to have to do it 10 times harder than somebody else. So if you sell drugs and somebody, they out there getting the money and they only doing it for 3 hours, these people are going to have to do it for 9. And that's just what it is. If you're working on the business front, okay? You have your own business where people are working 9 hours or let's just say 8 hours a day. You're going to be working 10. Okay, you're going to have to overextend yourself. You might have 2 jobs because that one job just ain't enough. This is what goes on in these men and women lives, okay? They can marry later on in life. This is definitely seen in this placement. These men and women can decide to want to settle down later on in life because they are more gold orientated and goal driven. They're driven towards what they can obtain, what can better their situations, and they're very serious and focused on their careers, their goals, their ambitions, and seeing those come out. So now in relationships, relationships can definitely take a back seat. They could put that off to the back burner. And even if they don't put it to the back burner, they're still driven towards doing these things. So their time may not be um, as free, and they may not be as open to hang out and chill with you as much as they would like to, because they're trying to make sure that they can survive. This is a survival fucking kind of mode kind of thing going on here. These men and women want to know that they are capable. They want to know that they are able. They want to know that they are self-sufficient. They are self-made men and women. They are. But what happens is they can feel lost a lot of times. They can wonder why there's so many obstacles in their way. Why is there so many mountains for me to climb just to obtain regular shit? Because that's what it is. It's hard for them to obtain regular shit. Okay, now don't get me wrong. You could see these men and women having cars, looking good, looking nice, having an apartment, and all of those things. Don't think they can't have it. But it took them a whole lot to even get it. It took them like too fucking much to fucking just be able to be good. Okay? It took them a lot. Okay? They probably had a job, lost a job, had a job, lost a job, cursed somebody out on the job, and then now they got to find another job. They still got to pay rent. They still got to pay their car. They got children. They have kids. They got to take care of them. They have to eat. So this is the shit that goes on. This is what it is. Okay? But for the most part, this is going to be the area in your life that you're going to be masters in. So, as I said before, you could gain great fame. Okay? Later on in life, you can be recognized in your community. Okay? You could be on TV. You could be on the news. People could be talking about the shit that you did, how you bettered somebody's life, how you bettered the world, how you came up with great ideas. These men and women have great ideas in their heads. Okay? They are businessmen and women. They have a great keen sense on how to get shit together, how to make it work. Okay? And this is all I'm going to say about this placement for now. In future videos to come, I will go into more depth into this placement, because you could go even further. And a lot of my videos, I could go further. I just stop myself. I do, because I have to leave the space to elaborate on them when I touch back on them. All right? So, please be sure to check out my online store. It is Grimy Gear at www.grimygear.com. If you need a caterer, be sure to hit me up. I am the Chef Goddess also at Supreme Royale Catering at gmail.com. If you need my husband to do any work to your home, swimming pool, or business, please hit him up. He does an amazing job. His business is Steve's Handy Helpers, and you can hit him up at aronnesbit90 at gmail.com. Now, if you like a birth chart, if you need me to analyze it, it's $50. If you need a synastry chart, composite chart, that will be $70. Also, if you need a tarot card reading, it will be $30. If you need it for love, relationship, career, finances, spirituality, or even your health, okay, it will be $30 individually for that. So this has been a Force of Nature, Spiritual Awakening. Love is love. Peace and blessings to you all. And I will see you on the next one.